Now, John Daly once famously said, grip it and rip it. But what he didn't say was how to grip it. Overlap, interlock, the evil baseball grip. Don't we just grip it and rip it? Well, I reckon it's time for golf to get a grip. Just flushed another one, Kippa.
I like that one. They weren't all like that.
But I was just noticing how you're gripping the club. Why do you hold the club the way you hold it?
Oh, well, it's nothing fancy about the way I hold it. It's just a standard overlap.
And what's my alternative? Overlap or?
Well, I guess the other one would be the interlock. I mean, I've been doing that for 30 years and they were the two options.
So what about the 10-finger grip?
Oh, no one gets taught that.
So when was the last time you taught a student, a beginner, a 10-finger grip?
Look, I teach students that have it, right, and I work with that, but I would never teach it to a beginner, no.
Yeah, why?
Well, because there's a couple of constraints. The bottom hand or the trail hand can get a little active, left and right, and you do lose a bit of lever system at the top end of your range with driver for distance.
Yeah, rubbish. And today I'm going to prove it. We're going to go through all the different grips, and I'm going to prove to you that everyone should be using the 10-finger grip. It's just rubbish.
Why do we need that many balls?
Because I'm undoing today 30 years of your knowledge.
So what are we starting with? What's happening?
I'd just like you to hit some balls with your traditional grip.
Right, so just
I'm going to get some numbers because I want to see whether this does affect flight and it affects distance and all the things, or whether or not the whole time we've been making the game more complicated than we really should have been. Okay, so we've got a bit of a baseline, but I want you to try interlock. Let's go to the other most popular grip on tour. What's the percentages on tour again?
Look, that's a big guess, but I'd say 50-50.
Okay, 50. Well, then can you use what the other 50% use?
I tell you, I literally haven't hit a ball like this for decades. Let's go. Yeah, I won't be able to square this up. That's bizarre.
So why would you teach or not teach the interlock grip?
Because two hands marry up. That's why
marry up.
They become more of a unit when they're either overlapped or interlocked.
Okay.
That's the premise of it.
So why not overlap two fingers?
Well, there has been some. Spiethy's kind of got that going on. So there is variations, but look, a lot of it comes down to feel. And when I hit that straight away, because I haven't done it for so long, I get down about here and I just feel like I can't, square it up. But it makes a difference and I can't hit it.
Okay. So let's just say then it's uncomfortable, but given half an hour, you'd be able to work it out.
I'd be able to work through it a lot more, yes.
Because you're a bit of a big deal. 10-finger. Just talk me through the negatives of it again.
Well, there's only two main ones.
Right.
Because you're split gripping, the lower hand basically becomes a bit active.
Yep.
Right? So that can help the rotation, or let's call it over-exaggerate the rotation in both a left or a scoop. So that's one.
Let's call it that.
The other one is power. And the best way I can describe this is if I've got a split grip, but if I did that, right, now the lever, the end of it, just isn't as long, and therefore you can't actually get the hinging working as well. So that actually stabilises some of the release, which can help, but it also can hinder distance.
We're about to
So
find
am I
out.
doing the 10-finger?
10-finger.
Oh, it'll be better than the overlap. It will be straight away, because this is closer to the... See,
Well, powerful flush. Good start. Yep. Now, can I just ask you a question?
yes.
So interlock to overlap, the 10-finger is closer.
For me,
For you.
because of my fingers.
For you and your 30 years of skill and knowledge.
Skill and knowledge.
Flush. Hang on. That's going to break the other ball. That's going to land on the other ball.
I can play with this 100%. But
You just won't teach it.
I don't.
So it's okay. Just hit another one, and can you land that one on the last two? And then my point is made. Thank you. All right, Kippa. Now, my little Garmin R10's telling me that the first ball you hit with a 10-finger grip is now 2 inches underground. Why would that be?
Because the other one landed on top of it.
Because the other two balls have landed directly on top of it. Yet you still haven't told me why.
I told you 2 reasons.
Yeah, except demonstrated that neither of them are plausible.
I said at the top end. So when you start to bang drivers and whatnot, you lose a little bit of power and you're definitely going to have more bottom hand in there.
Well, then that's obviously our next test progression, isn't it? So let's get driver out
But
and see what happens. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. Let's go. What are you expecting to see? What am I expecting to see?
well, let's park interlock because
Yes, I think that is.
I just can't hit it. I'm expecting to see a little less distance with the split grip.
Yeah.
And probably a little less accuracy at this top end, yeah. So that's about as fast as I got for
Yeah.
me. So what's
Pretty
that?
happy with yourself?
What do we got there?
113. Good
What's
grunt.
that?
111.
Oh,
So I think that's okay.
or toe ball. What's that?
And 112.
So I'm roughly thereabouts.
Yeah, so can we just call that consistently 112? Hang on, and we're expecting any change in clubhead speed? Prediction?
Yeah, I reckon about three or four
yeah,
mile
3
an
mile,
hour.
yeah, 3 or 4 miles
But
an
I'm
hour.
not going to try to
Oh, I'm not gonna
fudge this.
try- no.
I'll swing off my feet.
Uh-huh.
What we got?
112. Go again, though.
Yeah, that's about as hard as I got.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 113. Yeah, definitely dropping away.
What's that? 114, 115. That was pretty good.
So what I'm finding most interesting is that not only has your speed not dropped off, your total deviation
Oh yeah, that.
has not changed. So it's had zero impact. So you proposed 3 miles an hour loss. So on the PGA Tour, why don't they end up with a 10-finger grip?
Well, it might be that they're just way better than I am, and it makes a difference to them. I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
maybe at the pointy end, a little bit of fine tuning makes a difference.
Yeah, and like I suppose also too, with the way that I've practiced for my whole life to try to hit this thing, I've got an okay swing and an okay release, so it mightn't make the most difference, but
It's a hell of a story you're telling. Or maybe, Kippa, people have got all the way to the PGA Tour because they've been afraid to actually rock the boat by going back to a 10-finger grip, because what would they say about me? So what you need to do is you need to let go, as golf sometimes does, let go of its past and its history and get on with what is logical instead of being held back all the time. It's rubbish and I'm done with it. Myth busted.
I'll tell you what he has done. He's bloody confused me. I don't know what to use.